Hey guys, it's been a little while since I made a video, so I figured that I'd make one. I don't, I don't know. I guess I have a few things to talk about, really. Um, Mostly like, let's see, this week I wasn't at school for 2 days. Um, one, the first day on Monday I didn't go because like I was really dysphoric, and it's kind of hard for me to wear my binder all day because I need to lose a little bit of weight on my rib cage because it's just like that much too tight to where it's uncomfortable to wear all day at school. So so I didn't go because like I don't know, I just felt so uncomfortable. Like I don't even really know how to explain it. But so I stayed home Monday, and then Tuesday I stayed home because when I was in the hospital, they put me on trazodone, which is sort of like an antidepressant sleeping pill, and they put me on the lowest dosage, which is 50 milligrams. But like that will knock you out. Like, oh my god. So I took one of those Monday night because I couldn't sleep because um, I slept all day because I felt like shit. So um, so I took it, and it makes me very violent. Like, I don't know why. I guess it's the chemicals in it really messes with me, but I don't know. Like, I was I wasn't even in my right mindset. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. She's being really aggravating tonight. Um but so like I was telling my mom that I was just going to leave school and blah blah blah, and it was just bad. So I didn't go to school Tuesday. I went to work with my mom instead, which really wasn't all that fun because we didn't get home until like 7 o'clock at night, which I think is pretty ridiculous for a teacher to have to stay that long because of a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's see. So when I did go to school yesterday, in Spanish that I had first period, there's this kid in my class, um, and let's just put it this way: my school is really full of ignorant people. Like, there's well, no, there's way more people in my school. Well, in the high school, I don't really know a whole bunch of kids in the middle school. I don't even talk to kids in middle school just because I'm not around them. Um, but so a lot of kids in my class support me and all that kind of stuff. But there's a handful of kids that are mostly guys that will just say things to hurt me, um, to just upset me and push my buttons. Like, what I was saying was like in Spanish, um, my friend Dylan, uh, everybody kept saying my birth name, and he's like, his name's Tanner, and he yelled that out like, I mean, loud. Could have heard it probably through the whole building. And so of course one kid has to yell out, "Well, what's it say on your birth certificate?" And I really just like wanted to get up and punch him in the face. Um, but like I'm one of those people that when I get really frustrated about something, I'll cry. So like I couldn't talk because I knew my voice would shake. I mean, even thinking about it really frustrates me. But like I couldn't make words come out of my mouth. I wanted to say, well, I go by what my mom calls me, and that's Tanner Catalan. But I couldn't just make that come out, which I was really disappointed with myself for not being able to say that. Um, and then about when we went back to school, I guess it was like the second or third day when we went back to school. So this was like about the second week of January, second week of this month, my civics teacher was like, okay, we do kind of like daily journal thingies. And he was like, sorry, I keep having to check the time on the video. That's what I do when my face like goes completely out of shot. But anyway, so he was like, I want you to tell me what you think is one of the biggest issues in the United States. Well, I knew everyone was going to say the economy because that's pretty obvious that our economy sucks. So I didn't go to that. I was like, I'm just going to do LGBTQ plus rights because I know no one else in the class is going to do it. And it's something that I'm passionate about. So, everybody's like, oh, the economy, Obama sucks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever. So finally it gets to my turn after going down the rows. So Mr. T was like, so Tanner, what's your opinion? And I was like, well, I think LGBTQ rights are one of the biggest things in this nation because, I mean, think about it. They're people like everyone else. Oh, why did I just say there? I don't know, whatever. Everybody, it says in the Constitution, every man is created equal. Well, that includes women too, because they're referring to man as in mankind, which is the human race. So everyone is created equally. They established that after the end of slavery. So, I mean, come on, really, guys? Like, we established that everyone is equal. Whites, blacks, Asians, gays, straights, bisexuals, transsexuals, whatever you want to call yourself. Like, everyone's equal. So, I'm saying all this stuff, and the whole time there's this really bigoted kid in my class that, oh my god, I can't even deal with him. And I can hear him sitting in the back of the classroom going, fags should die, fags should die, fags aren't people. We should beat them to death, I should beat you to death, blah, blah, blah. And of course the teacher doesn't hear anything because he's paying attention to me. And, I wanted to say something, but I couldn't because I was just too pissed off about it. Yeah, so I mean, that's what happened then. And I mean, there's other things like that go on in my school. And I mean, it just really sucks. Because I still have to use the girls' locker room. Because honestly, if I used the boys' locker room, I would get beat up. If I used the boys' bathroom, I would get beat up. It's just that kind of thing. And I mean, even a lot of times when I'm not even binding, I pass in public so easily. Like, maybe this was like a week ago, my mom and I went to Sam's, and there was some woman with free samples of those little cuties. They're like little clementines that don't have seeds in them. So we took the free sample, and my mom went to go buy a bag, and the lady was like, I'm gonna warn you, I can't tell you that he won't eat, 3 or 4 in a row. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not even binding at all. Like, I'm wearing a really loose sports bra, so, I mean, I pass really well. I even pass in school. But, I mean, it gets annoying, like, when I'll go into the office and I'll ask for something, and then, the secretary will look up and say, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, and correct herself from saying sir. And, I mean, it gets a little aggravating because I'm out to the entire school. Like, even the principal and the vice principal and the dean call me sir. They call me Tanner. It's just it's so frustrating. It's just so hard to deal with. And I know there's probably other trans guys and girls and genderqueer and all the other things that fall under the trans umbrella that are dealing with much worse than me. But right now, this is like one of the big things on my plate. Aside from, I go to a magnet school that's for smart kids, and I'm really not that smart. I'm a year behind in math. Well, technically, like, I'm on target, whatever, on level. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I failed my test today, and that's like a big thing for me because, I need my grades to get into college. I can't afford that. And, I've got worrying about paying for college, worrying about paying for my surgeries, worrying about paying for tea, whether insurance is going to cover any of it. I'm finally getting a new therapist. I'm going to be starting gender therapy next month on the 8th. I'm going to the psychiatrist first to get evaluated and hopefully get back on some anti-anxiety and anti-depression medications because my anxiety is very bad right now, and I'm very anxious all the time. I'm very, very paranoid just when people are talking to me and stuff, or I hear people talking, I sometimes automatically assume that it's about me, and my webcam's being dumb. So yeah, it's one of those things that is just so hard on me. And then, I have to worry about being overweight right now because I'm about 30 pounds overweight, and that bothers me. And it's just really, really hard to deal with everything right now. So, I just kind of wanted to rant for a little bit. And if you actually watched all of this, you're really cool for actually watching it. So, I'm going to end this video now. And, if you have any questions about anything regarding, my transition, to do with my family, to do with myself, my friends, my plans for the future, blah, 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 just shoot a question to imflash.tumblr.com. So, it's just flash. Yeah, I'll put that as a link below. So, bye guys.